I'm looking at love songs now, because I'm sort of writing a love song and being like, is it better than what I've put out before, or like Tenerife Sea or Kiss Me or Give Me Love? And if it's not, then I'm not going to put it out, because I don't want to be doing like the same thing, or like a you know, eight out of 10 of a love song I could be doing. But yeah. Right, I'm gonna invite someone else to speak. Overbearingly modest. Let's get you in. Hello.
Hi, can you hear me?
I can. Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. Yeah. This is really cool. I'm really like into this whole listening party experience. But yeah. Do you have a question?
Yeah, of course. First, I just want to say I love your work. Impacted me since I was like younger, and I one question that's like we've been talking about your favorite tracks, or from your entirety of your discography. What's one track, and out of all the albums, are you the most proudest of? Like that you're like, wow, I did that. Because I've in like all of your interviews, you've mentioned that all the blood, sweat, and tears you put into it in the hours, and I know that takes time and love and effort. And so, like, which track are you proudest of, and which album are you most proud of?
Uh, I think the track that I'm proudest of, I think, would be Perfect, just because like I brought out Thinking Out Loud, and there was a very public court case lawsuit on that, and it sort of like put this doubt into people's minds that I couldn't write songs. And songwriting is something that I do every single day, and it's something that I really pride myself in. I'm not very good at very many things, and songwriting is one thing that I would pride myself that I would think that I was quite good at it. So like having the world basically question that and tell me that I basically steal songs and can't write songs, it sort of like knocked my confidence for a bit. And then having and Thinking Out Loud at the time was my biggest love song. So coming back with a love song that I had written 100% myself, that then surpassed Thinking Out Loud in terms of success, and it went Billboard #1, and I got to sing a version with Beyonce, etc., etc., etc. That, I think, was the most important thing for me. Not even just on a success level, but just on a confidence level, like proving to myself that I am a songwriter. So I think that would be the song that I'm proudest of. And I think the album that I'm proudest of would be Subtract. I know it's not the album with like all the smash hits on it, or like the songs that people would know, but for me, like, as a cathartic record, and yeah, it just felt like something I had to make. And it's not necessarily something that I want to go back and listen to a whole lot, but I'm very, very proud of it. And I think it, in 30-40 years, will still remain as the album that I'm proudest of. But yeah, thank you. Do you mind if I invite someone else in?
Yeah, go for it. Thank you so much, and
Quick.
I love your work, and I hope to hear the rest of your discography.
Thank you. Well, nice one. Have a great rest of your day. Okay, let me invite one more speaker. How do I do this? Sorry, trying to do this on an iPad. It's not really working that well. All right, I'm gonna invite in. Wait, let me just scroll. Okay, Natalie, let's get you in. Hello.
Hi.
Hey, Natalie, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Excellent.
My
Excellent. Yeah.
daughter wants to say hi to you.
Oh
Hi,
yes. Hey, how you doing? What's going on?
Sheeran.
This is awesome.
Oh my god, I can't believe this.
Yeah, this is. I mean, I didn't even know this had this function until I signed on. So I'm very very keen on it. This is great. Do you or your daughter have a question?
Do you have a question, Mila? How old is he? How old are you? No, we already know how old Ed Sheeran is. We're wondering when you can come back to Vancouver so that we can take Mila to a concert. Are you
Oh
planning on
yeah,
going on tour anytime soon?
yeah. So I'm basically wrapping up mathematics at the end of next year, and then I'm coming out with a new album, and then I'm then going to tour that new album. So
Oh,
I
awesome.
think I think we're scheduled. I don't know. I haven't actually seen dates, so I don't know if it's specifically Vancouver. But the next North American tour is 2026. That's when it's scheduled for. But like like all things, everything's always up in the air unless it's like on sale. It could change, so it might end up being 2027. But at the moment, it's scheduled for 2026. How old will you be then?
How old will you be in 2026? About 10 years old.
Oh, wicked. Perfect.
Yeah.
My first concert was at 11, so that's a great time to go. But brilliant. Wicked. Well, have a great rest of your day, guys. I'm gonna
Thank you.
switch to the next person if that's
cool. Thank you.
Defo. See you later. Right, I'll answer some more text questions. What we got? What do you like most about touring? My favorite thing about touring, like obviously I love playing shows, but I often get like people in my team telling me to like not tour less, but to go to like less obscure places because it's not like financially viable to go to like really obscure places. But the reason that I tour is not because it's financially viable. The reason I tour is I love traveling the world and seeing different cities. Like if the hometown that I come from, I grew up with people that didn't even have passports, that never even left. They wouldn't even want to go to London because London would scare them. So it's not like where I'm from, people like travel a whole bunch, and the people that did travel, just you never really saw them again because they would go and see the world and fall in love with the world. So but being able to, this month I played like Bulgaria and Romania and Serbia and all these places that I never in my wildest dreams would want to come and see me in concert, and traveling South America and Southeast Asia and doing India properly. And it's like there's so many places in the world that I get to visit, food that I get to see, art that I get to witness, and it's mad that it's kind of just from me playing songs with a guitar. Like I feel very, very fortunate to be able to travel the world and see these places. And the world's a big place with lots of things to see. What country have you yet to tour that you want to visit? We had Vietnam on a tour routing a while ago, and I was really excited to go to Vietnam. I don't know why it came off. Sometimes, like especially with this mathematics stage, it costs a lot to ship places. So that's what, there's been some place in the world we haven't been able to bring it. But Vietnam was one of them, and Sri Lanka as well was definitely high on my list to go to. But and what song took you the longest to write? I guess something like You Need Me, because that was like I started writing that at 15, and I guess when I was 19 I put that out. But maybe I don't know. Right, let me invite someone else in. I'm just going to pick at random. I'm just going to scroll down and stop, and then we're going to bring Reese in. Is this working? There we go. Hey, Reese. Hello. That's not working. No, let's try someone else. Go. Does this work? Oh, there you go. Request sent. Hey, Jaden, how you doing? Is this working? Can everyone still hear me?
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I can. Hey, how you doing?
Oh my God, Ed Sheeran, I love you so much.
Thank you. Where are you from?
I'm actually from Australia, Melbourne, and I
Real?
missed your concert when you were here, and I was so bummed out because I didn't have enough money.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll be back. I think we're coming back to Australia in 2026 is the plan. And
Oh, that's
yeah,
amazing.
which should be
Thank you
fun.
so much.
That was a really special show. I loved Melbourne. What, like, have you been to the MCG before?
I have.
An amazing place. But yeah. By the way, how did you guys find out about? Obviously, like I Instagrammed this, but like, how do you guys find out about listening parties? Is this like you get sent out or something?
I think Spotify sends you email,
Oh, cool.
And you kind of, if you're the top listener, you kind of get to register and then sign in and wait just to
Cool.
speak with you.
I love it. This is great. Really good. Do you have a question at all?
I know everyone asks you about thinking out loud, but I actually want to ask you about is it, oh, sorry, I'm having a mind blank. Another Man. It kind of goes, I don't want to know about your new
Oh
man.
yeah, New Man, yeah.
I think that's probably my favorite song. What was your inspiration, obviously in the lyrics, but behind it?
Do you know what? It was like an amalgamation of lots of I think, like I've been sort of happily married now for a while, and I've been with Cherry for I think it's 10 years, 10 years next year. And so like, but before I was obviously dating and stuff, and everyone, if you're dating and you split up and they get with someone new, like you do the Instagram stalk, and you do, like, there is that element of it. And I guess it was an amalgamation of 4 years of dating and splitting up and dating and splitting up, and it was just, and there were stories from friends that friends would tell me. And when you're 23, I think I wrote that song when I was 25, and when you're uh, between the age of 20 and 25, you and your friends go through lots and lots of dating experiences, I guess. And yeah, there's lots of inspiration to pull from. But yeah, I've never been asked that question. That's great. Anyway, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you when I'm in Australia.
Thank you. See you.
Nice one. What am I doing? What do I do? Okay, we are going to get Vanessa. How do we invite? My iPad's just a bit. Oh, there we go. Cool. Hey, Vanessa.
Hey, how you
I'm
doing?
good. How are you? Where are you from?
I'm good. Well, actually, I'm Brazilian, but I live in the United States now, in Colorado, Denver.
Brilliant.
That's so cool. Well, I have a question as a Brazilian. If you know some Brazilian artist or something, and if you wanna do some feed with them.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Do you know what? I was introduced to a load of Baile funk by a friend, so I've sort of gone a bit deep on that. But being over in Rio, we were trying to catch Anita while we were there, but obviously, like, I think she was away. But there's lots and lots and lots of talent in Brazil, and
Of course.
I'm trying to get my head around Portuguese. I've just about got my head around Spanish, but I'm trying to, like, yeah, learn bits and bobs of it. What's a phrase that I should learn?
Mm-hmm. That's cool. Yeah, the Brazilian is a little bit difficult to learn. Like looks like sounds like super similar as Spanish, but unfortunately it's not.
Yeah, of course.
But I hope to listen you if like soon in Portuguese is gonna be amazing for sure.
Thank you.
And
Oh,
well, and it's like I wish my boyfriend was here. We was waiting for the party last weekend. But well, we waiting you here in Denver again soon. To go to the concert. It was amazing concert last concert here. So thank you.
thank you. Awesome. Well, tell your boyfriend hi as well. I'm going to switch speaker, but have a great rest of your day.
You too. Thank you. Have an
Nice
amazing
one.
day.
In a bit. Right, I'm going to do some more text questions. This is really fun. This should be like a weekly thing. How was performing with Eminem in Detroit? I genuinely think it might have been one of the coolest moments of my life, if not the coolest moment of my life. I've never heard a crowd scream that loud in, like, ever for anything. And yeah, I was trying to think. I was talking to a mate, and I was like, I don't know what would be a louder scream, and we were sort of going back and forth on, like, what would be the loudest concert scream. And I think if Harry Styles was playing somewhere in South America at a gig and he brought on the rest of One Direction, that would be equivalent to the scream that Eminem got in Detroit, because Eminem hadn't gone on stage in Detroit. I think he said in about, like, I think it was like 10 or 11 years or something like that. So it's like a really big deal, and I'm really, really happy that he did it. I actually didn't think he'd come, and then he turned up, and hung out with my kids, and it was really surreal. But yeah, that was a really good day. If you could go a full 24 hours completely unrecognized, what would you do? I have never in my life been to a water park, so I would go to a water park and I would spend 24 hours sliding down slides. And yeah, someone said to me, they were like, why don't you just like rent out a water park? And I was like, well, that's a bit depressing, just being a one man on your own sliding down slides. Or maybe that would be fun. I don't know. But I would love to experience stuff like that. I love I actually really got into going to like really heavy metal shows because I would be able to go into the crowd as you know, not having to mask up or anything, and because like no metal fans are really fans of my music, that I'd get a kind of wide berth and be able to stand in the middle of a crowd. And yeah, it was pretty fun. That sounds quite random pop star information that probably no one needs to know, but feel free to play music. Cheers. I will play. I know this is a listening thing, but everyone's heard these songs, and I'm sure you're all going to go and listen to it afterwards. So let's invite someone else to talk. This is fun for me. Let's go, Cinnamon Boy. Let's invite. There we go. Hello.
It's Sheeran.
How you doing?
Fine. You?
Yeah, good.
Oh.
What's your name? What's your actual name, or is your name Cinnamon Boy?
I'm Benjamin from Chile.
Sweet, man. What's good? Oh, I love how many people from around the world it is. It's great.
Yeah.
Do you have a question?
Do you have any dates from Chile?
I can actually tell you right now. I've got my diary in front of me. Wait, let me.
South America?
Yeah, let me have a look. I can tell you right now. Where is it? Yes, there are Chile dates in the diary.
Chile te ama.
For next
Son lo
year.
mejores.
I'm not going to tell you when they are, but I'm telling you that they are happening then, and we're going to put up the dates, I think, when the first single for the next album drops next year. But we are definitely coming to Chile, so I will
My
see
God.
you then. Nice one, man. I'm gonna switch and take another question, but I hope you're having a great day.
Chile te espera. Gracias.
Right, let's do another text question. Best Shrek movie? Wow, I just think the OG Shrek. I've been watching a lot of the OG Shrek recently. Anyone with kids will know that you find one film that basically just stays on repeat for however long that is, and that was Shrek for a little bit. I do think, as kids movies go, or just movies in general, Shrek is an all-time classic. Right, let me get someone else in speaker queue. Right, let me go down. Daniela. Let's invite. Did that work? No. Request them. There we go. Has she picked up? Has that worked? Maybe not. All right, everyone's saying me. Let's choose someone else. How does this work? Okay. Okay, we're going for Laru 93. Come on. Mate, I don't know why this doesn't work. My iPad is... Oh, no, we're going yes now. There we go. Hello.
How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
Oh, great.
and we got Daniela. Okay, so we've got two. I basically over invited, but we're now.
Oh, that's
Where
okay.
are you both from?
I'm from Chile, so I just heard that you will be coming here soon.
Yeah,
Soonish.
absolutely.
Hi.
And Daniela, where are you from?
Bolivia. I went to see you in Lima, Peru, a
Oh,
few
wow.
years ago.
Amazing. I love the how international this chat is. This is great. So can you both think of a question? So yeah, Yasna, have you got a question you'd like to ask?
Yeah, I have one. I know, I mean, you're an artist, but I imagine that sometimes you get blocked, like you can't write or something. What do you do in those times? How do you get past it?
I don't actually believe in writer's block. I just think people are scared to fail. So wait, so my thing is like if I'm going through a period of writing bad songs, I'll just continue writing bad songs until that period ends. And I feel like you have to finish the song every time. There's like the biggest challenge is putting pen to paper and just finishing something. And I think writer's block is being scared to write something that isn't good. And I think you just have to be prepared to write bad things to get to the good things. So I just continually write, and sometimes I have 6 months of writing absolute. I know you got your kid on this stream, so I don't want to swear, but not good songs. And then I'll have like a period of 2 weeks where every single song that I write will be good. So I think it's just you just continue doing it and can continue writing. And if you've started something, finish it and move on to the next thing. Start it, finish it, move on to the next thing, and then you can go back and tweak it if it is good. But yeah, but thanks, Daniela. Have you got a question?
Not a question actually, but I would like to thank you because your song Photograph was with me when my dad had cancer. That is at the same time I went to Lima to see you in concert. So it's just thank you. I hope to see you again
Thank you.
soon somewhere in the world, because I know it's really hard for you to come to Bolivia because Bolivia is like a really small country. But it's just thank you. I love you, and thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, and I really appreciate you using my music, and yeah, thank you.
I'm in the
Well,
office right now, and I can't believe this. I'm so happy.
thank you. Nice one, guys. I'm gonna switch the chat, but have a great rest of your day.
Thank you. Bye.
Right, we'll do some more text questions. If you could collaborate with any artist from any time period, who would you choose? I would say the Beatles, but I feel like I wouldn't offer anything of worth. I think I'd just be sort of I mean, it'd be cool to be like playing guitar with the Beatles, but I don't. Yeah, I don't think it would be. I don't think it would make anything better. Maybe like 1999 to 2000 Dr. Dre in terms of like album making. Like I always thought to be within that era with everyone that was working on those records, like what would an acoustic record made with those beats sound like? But yeah, that's just me being curious. Maybe that happens one day. When I was a little kid, what did you want to do / be for your career? Well, I always thought I was always told really that music wasn't a proper job. So in my mind, I really wanted to be a singer, but I thought that maybe I could get a job at a recording studio or at a record label, or basically work in music and be sort of behind the scenes. I think that from my early years, I always just wanted to be surrounded by music, and it didn't really matter what that was or in what capacity, because obviously being a singer wasn't really a viable career path, I guess. But yeah, right, I'm going to invite someone else in. Right, I'm just going to scroll. There's a lot of requests. Okay, we are going to go for Ryan. Here we go. Invite. Oh no, just all these invites have come in. All right. I'm trying to invite. Do you know? I'm just going to click at random. iPad's not doing it.